Folks, in my 20 years in the league, I've never seen anything like what's quietly unfolding behind the scenes right now. There's a seismic shift coming, a move that could redefine the entire NFC landscape. And trust me, what you're about to hear is just the tip of the iceberg. I've been plugged into the deepest insider networks, whispered conversations in league circles, and confidential sources who usually reveal only to GM, S, and head coaches. And let me tell you, what they're hinting at now defies logic, borders on the unbelievable, and if it goes through, it will be remembered as one of the most shocking trades in NFL history. This is something big, bigger than you imagine. And I guarantee what I'm about to disclose will blow your mind. But here's the catch. This story is still unfolding, and the real secret, it's still hidden behind closed doors, waiting to explode into the headlines. And I promise, once this is out, once we see this move materialize, everything will change. Now, if you're truly in the know, if you want to be part of the insiders who see the game before it happens, then hit that subscribe button, smash the like, and activate that notification bell right now. Because what I'm dropping today isn't for the casual fan. This is for the real football detectives who crave the truth, who understand that behind every blockbuster move, there's a story of ambition, strategy, and sometimes pure desperation. This trade rumor, it's just the beginning. Stay tuned, because what I'm about to reveal will shake the foundation of the NFL as we know it. Let's rewind a little, because what you're about to hear is rooted in the deepest layers of NFL strategy. The San Francisco 49ers, a franchise renowned for innovation, resilience, and a relentless pursuit of greatness. They're sitting on something, a puzzle piece that could unlock their championship future. But it's not just about potential, it's about a move so bold, so calculated, that it will send shockwaves through the league. And the central figure, a young star who's been quietly rising but is now the nucleus of a master plan. His name, George Karlaftis, his story. It's a saga of resilience, skill, and whispers of an insatiable hunger for greatness. Let me unpack this, because what I'm about to say will make your jaw drop. Karlaftis isn't just any pass rusher. This guy, since his rookie year, has been one of the most promising talents in the league. Drafted in 2022, out of Purdue, with that Greek heritage and a motor that refuses to quit, he's the kind of player that scouts drool over. Scouting reports highlight his exceptional length, 6'4", 263 pounds, with explosive quickness off the snap, relentless pursuit, and a high football IQ that's rare for a young player. In his first 2 seasons, he tallied 13.5 sacks, but what's even more impressive is his advanced metrics. A pass-rush win rate of over 20%, an elite number that ranks him among the top young defensive ends league-wide. But here's the thing, over the last season, Karlaftis battled through injuries. A thumb injury that required surgery, cast, and all kept him from reaching his full potential, yet he still managed 6 sacks, second on the Chiefs. Imagine that, playing through pain, fighting every snap in a season that was riddled with adversity for Kansas City. His toughness, off the charts, his ceiling, still sky-high, and here's where it gets interesting. On July 20, 2025, Karlaftis signed a 4-year, $93 million extension with the Chiefs. A historic deal for a young defender that clearly signals their long-term faith in him. But despite the personal success, the Chiefs, after a disappointing 2025, their first non-playoff season since 2014, are now eyeing an aggressive rebuild. They have the talent, the experience, the Super Bowl pedigree. But they're missing something else, a game-changing piece to push them over the top. That's where our insiders say the 49ers come into focus. Now let's shift gears and understand the 49ers' current landscape. As of January 29, 2026, San Francisco is in the midst of a fascinating offseason. Kyle Shanahan, the brilliant architect of offense, remains head coach a decade into his tenure. John Lynch, their GM, has built this roster with a mix of homegrown talent and shrewd trades. But behind the scenes, there's a quiet storm brewing. The defensive coordinator vacancy left by Robert Sale's departure to the Titans has reignited rumors of blockbuster moves, and the name circulating most fervently. George Karlaftis, a player whose style and potential align perfectly with Shanahan's aggressive, speed-based scheme. The 49ers' biggest vulnerability last season wasn't just injuries. Although they had their fair share, it was inconsistency on pass rush. The team ranked around middle of the pack in sacks, and their pressure rate was solid but not dominant. Their run defense remained stout, but against high-powered offenses like Philadelphia or Dallas, they often needed an extra push to get pressure on elite quarterbacks. You see, in today's NFL, the edge rusher isn't just a luxury, it's a necessity. You need someone who can win one-on-one, generate sacks, and disrupt timing. And that's exactly what Karlaftis offers, a raw, explosive talent with room to grow into a perennial All-Pro. Now consider the strategic fit. Shanahan's offense relies heavily on ball control, quick releases, and scheming to neutralize pass rushes. But in a league of increasing speed and complexity, you need your front to complement your scheme. Karlaftis' relentless pursuit, his ability to set the edge, and his developing pass rush moves from spin counters to bull rushes make him the perfect complement to Nick Bosa, or a potential full replacement if the 49ers choose to shift strategies. But why trade for him now? Here's where the rumors intensify. The Chiefs are signaling a focus on their core and have emphasized their willingness to move players if the right deal comes along. With their window still open, especially with Patrick Mahomes at the helm, they're not interested in a rebuild, but they are willing to listen, especially if it means acquiring draft assets or younger players to balance the roster. Karlaftis' market value? It's high, but not insurmountable. The Chiefs could be open to a package that includes a first-round pick plus a mid-rounder, or perhaps a promising young player with upside. Now, let's analyze the mechanics of this potential deal. The trade scenario I've been factually piecing together from League Whispers suggests that the 49ers are prepared to offer a first-round pick. Likely, their 2026 first, possibly accompanied by a day 2 pick or a promising young player, perhaps a versatile linebacker or a promising cornerback. The key. The Chiefs would be getting a highly talented, proven pass rusher with only 2 seasons under his belt, still on his rookie deal, with the potential to become a true star under Shanahan's coaching. From a salary cap perspective, this is manageable. Karlaftis' rookie contract runs through 2025, with a manageable cap hit in 2026 due to his signing bonus structure. The Chiefs could absorb the trade with minimal cap casualties, especially if they include future compensations or restructure some contracts, something that Chiefs management is known for doing to keep their core intact. For the 49ers, adding Karlaftis would mean locking down their pass rush for the next 5 years, a move that could lock down their NFC dominance. And what about the potential impact? This isn't just a player swap. It's a declaration of intent. The 49ers would be saying, "We're all in." They would instantly upgrade their front 7, giving them the versatility to switch between 3-4 and 4-3 fronts seamlessly. Imagine a defense featuring Bosa, Karlaftis, and a renewed look at their linebacker core with Eric Kendricks and possibly a draft addition. The result? A pass rush that can be relentless, multiple, unpredictable. It would turn the NFC West into a nightmare for quarterbacks and offensive coordinators alike. But let's get brutally honest here. What's the best-case scenario? Karlaftis blossoms into a double-digit sacker, a cornerstone of the 49ers defense, and becomes the face of their championship pursuit. Worst case, he struggles with the move or the injury bug bites again, but given his age, talent pipeline, and current trajectory, the upside far outweighs the risk. And the ripple effects? The league would have to reassess. Other teams chasing the NFC South or AFC West would sit up and take notice. The 49ers, already a perennial contender, would become an even more formidable force. Their defensive line would be reimagined for the next decade. And Kansas City? They'd get a valuable asset to rebuild their future pass rush, or perhaps utilize him as the centerpiece in a broader strategic reshuffle. Now, as I project into how this unfolds, you must understand, this isn't just about a trade, it's about a statement. A move that sends shockwaves across the NFL, reshaping the entire playoff picture. The 49ers, by acquiring Karlaftis, would be signaling their relentless pursuit of legacy, their desire to reclaim dominance, and their willingness to shake up the entire league to do it. In closing, listen carefully. The clock is ticking. Watch the salary cap moves. Keep an eye on the draft picks. Listen to the whispered conversations between GMs. This move is not just speculation, it's becoming inevitable if the stars align. A new chapter in NFL history is about to be written, and George Karlaftis' name could very well be etched into the story of the San Francisco 49ers' next great dynasty. When it happens, you'll remember you heard it here first. Stay tuned. Because what I've revealed today is just the beginning of something much, much bigger. An epic saga is on the horizon, and trust me, the best is yet to come.